Government's Electronic Vaccination Data System has officially opened for the registration of citizens aged between 50 and 59. Earlier, health experts called on those who were eligible for the vaccine rollout to register urgently. Vaccinations for this age group are scheduled to start on the 15th of this month. Previously, only healthcare workers and those over the age of 60 were eligible to register for vaccinations. This was followed by teachers whose vaccinations started last week. We are now joined by Milani Wolmarans. She's the Chief Director from the National Department of Health and the National EVDS Project Manager. A very good afternoon to you. Thank you so very much for joining us here on SABC News.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to all the viewers.
As a start, let's talk about the registrations and the general turnout for vaccinations since the beginning of the rollout program here in the country.
So currently, since we opened the portal this morning, we're excited to inform everybody that we have almost 300,000 50 and above of the population that has already registered between the ages of 50 and 59. Most of the registrations, 108,617, is in Gauteng, and then we have 69,916 that is in the Western Cape. So this was at 4 o'clock today, and yeah, we are very pleased with everybody that has taken the effort to actually register, and who soon will then receive their messages for to go for vaccination.
Milani, the last we spoke, I raised issue with the online registration system, and I of course see now, subsequent to our conversation, that we now have walk-ins, and that walk-in vaccinations are now welcome for those who want to get the jab. How does this system then actually work, if you can take us through it, and how do you put that down on in terms of the stats and your database when it comes to walk-ins?
Okay, so we've got a very flexible system, and the system has been designed so that we make it as accessible as possible for everybody that wants the vaccine, given the eligibility criteria that we have. So maybe we should just start with how can you register. So first of all, what we've done is we've zero-rated all the portals so that it's at no cost to the individual. So you can either register on the portal vaccine.enroll.health.gov.za, but we also made provision now that you can register on WhatsApp. You can also register on USSD by dialing *134*832#. And then there's a component what we call assisted registration, which allows you to be registered on site. And given if there is capacity at the site and they have got vaccines available and they can vaccinate you, then you can immediately be vaccinated. It differs from site to site and area to area. It's all dependent on what is the capacity at the site and if they can accommodate a registration and a vaccination on the same day. The last time I draw the figures in terms of this option, we had around 350,000 individuals that has on the same day registered and on the same day got vaccinated at the site. We are encouraging all sites to have what we call an assisted registration desk so that they can be allowed to be registered. And then they will move during the vaccination process, where we will then create an electronic vaccination record for each individual that gets vaccinated, and that record will keep exactly the same as any other patient record according to the laws of the country.
Milani, according to the data that you have collected thus far, are people taking the vaccine as they should? And can you also tell which areas at this time have the highest numbers of people that are being vaccinated?
So it's difficult. I don't have the provincial figures with me. I'm aware that yesterday at 14:34, we have on the record that is recorded on the Electronic Vaccination Data System was the 3 millionth person, and it was at a clinic in Gauteng. So this is in terms of the all the vaccinations that has been administered since the beginning of Sisonke up to yesterday afternoon at 14:34. So I think for me at the moment, I don't have the provincial breakdowns at the moment before me, but I can always provide it to you.
Sure.
So we've got the around 75,000 or 76,000 that has also come for the second dose Pfizer vaccine. It's around 76% of individuals that already have come for the second dose vaccine. I think that's what I can answer for that. I'm sorry, I just don't have the provincial figures with me.
No problem at all. We'll definitely follow up at some stage. Thank you very much for giving us your time, Milani. We appreciate having you here with us. Yes, sure.
Sorry, can I maybe just indicate?
Yes.
That if you go onto the SA coronavirus website and you go to vaccine statistics, then everybody will be able to see what the provincial figures are.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Milani. We appreciate your time here on SABC News,
Thank
as
you
always.
very much.
All right, that's Milani Wolmarans, who's the Chief Director of National Department of Health, as well as the National EVDS Project Manager.